Holy shit, I'm alive.
Hello everyone and welcome back. It feels like it's been forever since I've actually been out on a ride, and well, that is true. If you remember, I mentioned in one of the first videos that I was riding just before my anniversary, which is at the end of October. Here we are in December and I'm still using the same footage from that. But there's good reason, and we'll get to that. But first, wanted to make note of I'm trying something new, a voiceover. One of the reasons is I'm trying to use up all that vertical video that was both awesome and I hated it at the same time. Why do I hate it? Because it is a pain to edit and I can't get it to go full screen without making everyone tilt their computers on their side, and that's just not practical. So, trying this. I'll remind you again at the end of the video, but please comment, tell me what you think, because it is giving me a chance to try something new. Multiple video tracks in one video. Okay, so this will tell the story of what happened after the last videos, the anniversary story, the voting PSA, the stinky kid, my life as a dirty contractor, and of course it is a follow-up to the walk-around showing just what happened after I fell. Some of the background on this: somewhere on this trip I lost the voltage regulator on my bike. Now, I don't know where. I wasn't riding that hard, as is evident by my skill level, but it apparently doesn't take much when the thing is held on with some zip ties, because I do not have an inner fender, which is only ironic because I recall watching Mr. Duff Factor's video on how to test the stator and how to test the voltage regulator and thinking, oh, that's what that thing is I have zip tied under the bike. I should probably attach that better after this ride. Yeah, because I'm that guy. I'm like, oh no, it'll be fine. Well, it was not. But okay, what happened after those first recordings? What happened after my battery ran out on the camera? Well, first, it should be noted that without the voltage regulator, the battery also ran out on my bike. So I took 320 all the way over to 300, turned right, which is heading north, and actually passed the turn. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it that day. Fallen, my knees still hurt, and I just kind of wanted to go home. I was just going to take the scenic route over the dirt road through Rampart Range to get back out to the north end. But then I decided, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and take that road anyway. My bike's already broken, I've already knocked pieces off of it, and quite honestly, every time I come out here, my bike's out of commission for like a week because I haven't had the time or money to properly fix it, so I've just been doing the Band-Aid approach, which is something I hope to remedy this winter. So, turned the bike around, headed back south, and hopped on 322. The entrance was steeper than I thought, and I definitely stalled it out, but it was such a rewarding ride. I did enjoy it. Once I finished that, went back, battery died in the camera on my way into Woodland Park, and I decided I was going to take 67 to get back home. So I got on 67, I rode a few miles north of town. I found a campground with a little pull-off, and I decided I was going to stop there and eat the snack that I had packed for myself, have a drink of water. So, turned off the bike, grabbed some food, sat down in the shade, ate, drank. I got back on the bike, and darndest thing, it would not start. Now, it should have been just an indicator to me that there was something wrong when my turn signals would work intermittently, or they started flashing slower than normal. It was daylight, I couldn't tell that the cluster lights weren't coming on, and I sit behind the headlight, so I didn't know that was getting dimmer by the minute as I was riding. But nonetheless, it was done. It was not going to start. So I decided I'm on a little bit of a hill here in this parking lot. It's mostly that tiny, loose, gravelly stuff, but it's a shot. There's a chance this will work. So I hopped on the bike. I got it into neutral. I start wheeling myself down this hill, hold in the clutch, popped it in the first, released the clutch, keys in the on position, and the rear wheel just locked, and I skidded through the gravel. Man, I was really hoping that would work. So I tried it 2-3 more times, no luck. So I pushed the bike back into the shade. I checked my phone. Not only am I around 25% battery, and I forgot to bring the right charging cable to go with my little battery backup, but there's no cell reception. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, where I was is an incredibly long distance from where I live. The only real person I could call is my wife, and she was expecting to have the day off to spend with our son, but I'm also stranded. So I call, after walking quite a distance up the road to get signal. She says she'll come down, but it's going to be probably an hour or so. And, well, that's fine with me. I wander back to the bike. Looking around, I noticed that there was a steeper hill, paved, that the whole pop starting thing might work on. So I push the KLR up this hill. I'm out of shape and it's heavy. Let's just say there was a lot of heavy breathing and not in the good way. But I get this thing up the hill and turn it around, hop on, and lo and behold, the thing started right up. So happy. So I drove south back towards Woodland Park. Found a nice place to pull off where I could call my wife with what little battery I had remaining, and she said, well, I'm already on my way. Why don't we meet somewhere so I can follow you home? Which I agree was a great idea because I don't have any lights and it's getting late in the day. So I agree to meet her at the one place that I know she can find easily, that she's been to before. The North Pole. Well, not the North Pole. Yeah, it's really far from where we were. But no, there's a small amusement park down on the road you use to get to Pikes Peak called the North Pole. So I met her in that parking lot for two reasons. One, she knows how to get there. And two, that parking lot is a steep grade and it's paved. So I would probably get there first and I could turn the bike off because I don't know how much gas I have left either. And I'll be able to stop, get off, use a bathroom, and wait for her there. So after a little bit of time, she caught up. We get on the road together. Long drive. Just long. I was so happy though that the bike performed like it's supposed to. From what I can tell, there's nothing mechanically wrong with Destiny. She's just out of juice. Which I have many plans to fix that this winter. Assuming I can find a heater for the garage, because I'm a wuss and I hate working in the cold. So, we get on the road down near Colorado Springs, and just to give you an idea, I'll throw the map up here. I live in the northeast side of Aurora. That's an hour 15 in traffic, maybe even 2 hours if there's traffic to get back home. It is a long drive, and the sun is just barely over the mountain range to the west, and I'm going as fast as this thing will go with a heavy rider on it. And I the whole way home I just keep thinking I gotta get home before the sun sets because I have no headlights. It's gonna be bad for me and other drivers that can't see me, which makes it more bad for me. And I just kept having this vision in my head like, oh man, this is like reverse Dracula. Because Dracula, in the movies is always trying to get back before the sun comes up, and I'm trying to get back before the sun goes down. But I don't know. That was, honestly, for all the riding I did, and fun times. I hope you enjoyed the videos on either side of the screen here. I had a great time riding, but the real adventure was the bike broke, and it was a pain in the ass to get home. So I hope you've enjoyed this story. Once again, let me know what you thought of the format of this video, and hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.